Welcome our cyber church. I have a quick word for you today, and tell somebody, take it, it's yours.
Take it, it's yours.
You want to get a hold of that. If you don't hear anything else that I'm saying today, the word the Lord gave me today is take it, it's yours.
Amen.
So I dare you to repeat that one more time. Take it, it's yours.
Take it, it's yours.
Today I believe that God has laid some things before us that will walk us into the next level of our journey in life. Understand what I'm saying? Going to the next level is not about trying to change your past. That's one of the things we do. We try to erase the past. But don't try to erase the past. Going to the next level is about learning from your past and reaching forward. Amen? And so when we say take it, it's yours, it means that there's something going on, but there needs to be some movement on your part for you to get where you're going. We've had that theme maybe the last 3 or 4 times we've met together, and the Lord's given us a word or allowed me to even, what I would dare say, preach a word or give a word. I believe that God's saying there needs to be some movement on the believer's part for us to get where we're going. God is saying last week, we said turn the door, turn the knob, turn it, open the door, push the door. You have to do something to get where you're going. I believe that God has a blessing in store for you individually and a blessing in store for us as a body, but there has to be some movement on the believer's part. Amen? Tell somebody, take it, it's yours. This is for free. We were not even going to take up another offering. I'm just going to tell you this. This is what the Lord kind of gave me, that some people are so used to being broken that they can't imagine life outside of being broken. And even though they pretend like they want to get out of that, in the back of their mind, they don't want out of that because that's all they know. And they'll tell you that I want out of it, but they just jump from one broken state to another. You know people like that. If it's not you, it might be your neighbor. Pray for them. But the reality is that they jump from one broken state to another. They move from one addiction to another. They move from one bad relationship to another. We talked about some of us that are in situations where you may have found yourself in a new relationship, but the address may have changed, but the situation is just the same. Amen? And then today I'm saying to you, I decree that there needs to be a divorce from those things. There needs to be a divorce in your spirit from brokenness. There needs to be a divorce in your heart from those things that are not of God. There needs to be a divorce in your heart and in your mind from a state of brokenness. There needs to be a divorce. You need to lay down some paperwork and say, I'm decreeing today in my life that I'm divorcing depression. I'm divorcing addiction. I'm divorcing those things that are breaking me and tearing me apart. Tell somebody, it's mine, I'm taking it. I believe that God is calling us to begin to reach for things that He has placed before us, but before I can move on, I need to divorce some things in my life. See, divorce is permanent. I'm not separating from those things. I think a lot of times in the past, Lord, thank you, God. I believe a lot of times in the past we've just separated ourselves from those things. But we keep it close enough where we can get back to it if we need it. And God is saying there needs to be a divorce in those things. There needs to be a spiritual decree, a declaration in your heart where you say, I don't care how bad this hurts. I don't care how much it costs. I don't care if you have me down for the count. I don't care where I wind up, but I'm going to be in Him, so I'm going to be all right. I'm going to divorce those things in Jesus' name. Amen? Yeah. Is that all right?
Yes.
Believe that God is calling us to reach. He's calling us to put some things into action. When you put your faith into action, God will turn your mess into a miracle. You may have been laid up in the hospital bed racked with pain, but God said, I'll turn that mess into a miracle. Yes. You know what I'm saying. He'll turn your addiction that had you bound into a ministry that sets the captive free. But you need to divorce it first. I can't help you until I'm good. But once I'm good, baby, I'm coming back. And this time I'm coming back with a vengeance because I know who I am this time. Amen? He'll take your broken hearts and mend it and cause you to be a love to those that seemed unlovable to others. Is that all right? You may have planned on sitting in your average existence, and that's all right if you want to sit in what is it they call average. But you're in a relationship with an extraordinary God. God's not average. So you were comfortable in your average existence. You were wanting just those things to get by, but you're serving an extraordinary God. Amen? Amen. And so He has predestined you for success, and He's planned the next part of your life to be a place of abundance, a place of overflow. Somebody say overflow. Come on, somebody say overflow. Say overflow. Touch somebody new and say blue overflow. The next part is going to be a place of overflow in your life. But we need to get to a place where we're divorcing the past and moving on. Not just leaving it. It's not that time every time, I get a little emotional and the first thing you do is run to food. And then you're not there. Sister Rachel and I'll hit the snack bar in a second. Somebody tells you I must be having a bad week. By Sunday, I'm trying to squeeze up on my pants. Feel like MC tight draws. But we need to divorce the past, amen? And God is calling us to move, but He's calling us to move into something. A lot of you were here because you took a leap of faith and said, I want to go there, but I don't know if but the Lord said, just go, and now you're being fed, and you're growing, and you're moving, and you're understanding for the first time that God is crazy about you, not your religious ideas of Him. We was trying to figure God out. Well, I think, you keep on thinking, Lord. But the Lord said, that's what you get for thinking. But it's time to move on. God has said, and I'm not referring to physically moving. We're going to move, we're going to grow, but God is calling us to something. We're the daughters and sons of the Most High God. And I believe the Holy Spirit has walked us to a place in Him where He's saying, okay, enough is enough, and now it's time for you to move on. You needed to be where you were spiritually. You needed that time. You needed that problem because that made you bigger than you were going to be. You needed that emotional baggage to come back. Now it's time to lay it down because I need you on, amen? So somebody say, it is yours. Let me give you all a little scripture right quick. Come on, Brother Brett, read for me if you could, where you at.
Deuteronomy chapter 1. These are the words which Moses spoke to all Israel on this side of the Jordan, in the wilderness, in the plain opposite Suf, between Paran, Tophel, Laban, Hazeroth, and Diahab. It is 11 days' journey from Horeb by way of Mount Seir to Kadesh Barnea. Now it came to pass in the 40th year, in the 11th month, on the first day of the month, that Moses spoke to the children of Israel, according to all that the Lord had given him as commandments to them.
God is speaking specifically at certain times in our journey. You understand there are dispensations of time in our journey. This will tie back into where we're moving. But God chooses timing. If we open doors that are not supposed to be open, God said, you opened it too soon. You're not ready to walk where I'm calling you. Walk this way. Stop trying to jump over the fence and just go where I told you to go. A lot of times we find ourselves in a world of hurt because we're trying to outdo God. And God said, why don't you just listen to my voice and follow me? You'll get there eventually, but you got to go through some stuff before you get there, because if you go there now, you're not going to be prepared for what you're getting. But I'm preparing you now, and now is the day, now is the time for you to move on. Now is the moment where God is opening the door for you. Now is that time for you to move to the next level. This is the day, this is the hour. Mark it on your spiritual calendar, because God is getting ready to do something, a new foundation. Y'all might not be ready for it, but God is going to cut some stuff up in here, amen? Mark the day. I'm telling you, God is getting ready to cut some stuff up. And I'm telling you, we get email after email of people that are broken, and they're finding us on the internet. And I'm talking about yesterday, we got an email that was maybe 8 paragraphs long saying, I'm broken, but I'm being fed by what you're putting on the internet. And now I want to come see for myself, because it's a place of love. It's a place of acceptance. But we're not just here hugging everybody. We're empowering the believer to go out and grow and be more than they ever imagined they could be. Amen? So the year was spoken, and God said, now I'm giving the command to them, and go ahead and read.
On this side of the Jordan, in the land of Moab, Moses began to explain this law, saying, the Lord our God spoke to us in Horeb, saying, you have dwelt long enough at this mountain.
So listen, he said on this side of the blessing, He said, on this side of the blessing, God began to speak to you saying that you dwelt here long enough. You stayed in that. See, it was a spiritual journey for you. And it was a miraculous move for God to take you from where you were to where you are now. You didn't want to go. Some of us were kicking and screaming the whole way. God said, are you coming or not? You said, I'm coming, but really? But God said, over there is your blessing. And he says, what did it say on verse 6? Read that again.
The Lord our God spoke to us in Horeb, saying, you have dwelt long enough at this mountain.
You've been there long enough, Boo. In that spiritual part of your journey, you've been there long enough. That brokenness is gone. It's over. It's done. Go ahead.
Turn and take your journey and go to the mountains of the Amorites, to all the neighboring places in the plain, in the mountains, in the lowland, in the south, and on the seacoast, to the land of the Canaanites, and to Lebanon, as far as the great river, the river Euphrates. See, I have set the land before you. Go in and possess the land which the Lord swore to your fathers, to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, to give to them and to their descendants after them.
Come on now, listen, just like the children of Israel, we have heard the good things of God and the good things that God has in store for us. It has been prophesied over us individually. It has been prophesied over us as a body of believers. We've sang songs about it. We've read books about it. We've had Bible studies about it. But God said, today is your time to move. It's no longer time for you to study it. It's no longer time for you to believe for it. But just get up and move. God is saying, get up and move. You got to move if you want something to happen. God is saying, I have something in store for you, but you need to be ready for what I have in store for you.
Amen. Amen.
Maybe you don't get it. Maybe you're not believing for anything more than what you're in. Maybe none of you have anything going on in your life. Maybe you're satisfied with the income that you have in your life. Maybe you're satisfied with your health. Maybe you're satisfied with your relationship. Maybe you just want to live in being satisfied. But we serve an extraordinary God. And God doesn't do anything just to satisfaction. God does everything in abundance. God does everything in abundance. God does everything in abundance. You want to get a hold of that? God does everything in abundance. Maybe you just don't get it. Let me help you out right quick here. Who's going to walk with me? Do you want to walk with me? Come on now. So the blessing's on the other side. You understand? Our blessing is on the other side. And what happens, we're going to be like Miriam. And see, she saw the blessing afar. But she didn't stay on this side of the river, of the Red Sea. She didn't stay on this side because why? This wasn't where the blessing was. She was safe here for a minute. It was a good place for her for a minute. It was a good time for her for a minute. But she knew there was something bigger and better for her on the other side. And she's a prophet of the Lord. Contrary to what people say, she was a prophet of the Lord, a woman that knew God's voice, and she had an ear for the Spirit of God. And when God said, get up and move, baby, you ought to know she got up and she began to walk across that sea, and she wasn't listening. They said, look around you. Aren't you scared? She said, no, I know in whom I trust. I believe in Jehovah God, and he'll walk me through. And baby, when she got to the other side, I want you to know that she began to beat that tambourine, and she began to shout just a little bit, because she said, I believe that God would bring me here, and he brought me here, not for any reason, but I'm predestined for success. God has your destiny in his hand. God is moving you to something else. Amen? Listen, I take it it's yours. People don't know, they don't know. We can sit in church and read the Ten Commandments all day long and you're not going to get nothing from it. But if I listen to the voice of God and I lean on the past experiences of those that have walked with God, and those that seemingly have walked through the fire, and those women of God that have walked through the flood, and those men of God, well, it'll take you into the burning fire and won't even touch you. Neither will a flame kindle upon you because you're his. Y'all don't get it. Deacon Gladys, you get it, baby? Come on, stand to your feet if you would. I'm finna preach in a second.
Take your time.
They don't even know. I'm just saying, come on, give the Lord a hand. that God is doing in our individual lives. And sometimes we're scared of change. God opens the door for you and you're like, that's not the door. That's not it. Certainly, trying to peek in first. Let me see right quick. Look. That's not the door. That's not the door. It don't look like what it's supposed to look like because you keep looking with these eyes, not with this eye. Not with your spiritual eyes. You're not looking with your spiritual eyes, and God is saying, it seems like a hot mess today, but it's going to be all right. You seem broken today, but it's going to be all right. Thank you, Jesus. I want you guys to really quickly, you're going to keep singing. Every move of God is unique. Every walk is unique. With an extraordinary God. I believe that the waters are freely flowing today. There's such symbolism there. When there's stagnant water, things become dead. And the algae comes in and the moss begins to eat away at you. But God said today the Spirit is flowing. God's Spirit is flowing. And there's some things that we have need of. And just maybe you're scared to get to that next level because you're so accustomed to holding on to what was here. Because it's all you've ever known. But God is saying today that I'm here and my Spirit is flowing. And I'm here to give you what you need. Today is your day of breakthrough. I dare say that I don't normally declare things like this, but I'm telling you, I believe in the Spirit that God is saying that you've been hurt long enough, that you've been broken long enough, that you've dealt with that issue long enough, you've dealt with those problems long enough, and my Spirit is flowing in here today, and I've come to give you peace of mind. I've come to set you free from that. If you step out from where you are, and I don't need to pray for you, I need you to step out spiritually and say, Lord, today I want what you have for me. I challenge you right now to step out in the Spirit. Begin to worship. Begin to bless God. Come on, pray. In the name of Jesus, Father, I want what you have for me today. Today is the day, God, of my breakthrough. I believe that if you just reach out to God and say, today, Father, is the day I want what you have for me. I'm ready, God. I trust you with blind faith. I'm trusting you, God. With blind faith, I'm trusting you, God. I'm believing for the miraculous in my life today, God. I'm believing for a move today in my life, God. I don't care what they said about me, but today I'm stepping out because your Spirit's flowing in here today, God. And you're moving in here today, God. And so I'm reaching out as you're here today, God. I'm reaching out as you're moving today, God. Come on, come on, come on in the name of Jesus. Come on in the name of Jesus. You are strong about it. Jesus, in the name of Jesus, your friendship, my God, in the name of Jesus, in the name of Jesus.
I feel like moving to the rhythm of your grace, your fragrance is intoxicating.
I want anyone right now, if this isn't you, I want you to keep praying. God. We're praying for a heart of faithfulness, God. We thank you for what you're doing in them, Jesus. We thank you for the call, God. We thank you for the anointing, God. We thank you for a touch, Father God. We bless you, we bless you, we bless you. We bless you, we bless you, we bless you. We bless you, God. We bless you, we bless you. In the name of Jesus. Hey, in the name of Jesus, we will show God, even right now, Father God, even everything that is held her back, we bind in Jesus' name, Father God, and we're speaking life over her, Father God, that this anointing in her will begin to come to fruition, God. Father God, let her be a conduit of your grace and your mercy, God. We thank you for it, God. Use her like never before, Father God. Use her like never before, God. We thank you for it. We bless you. We bless you. We bless you, God. We thank you for it, God. We bless you, Lord, for the anointing, God, for the calling, God. We thank you for it, Lord. We thank you, God. We thank you. We thank you. We thank you. Hallelujah. 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 Hallelujah.
Tears intoxicating in a secret place. Your love is
Those around you, get to know them spiritually. Get to know them. This is just the beginning of where we're going as a body. These are those that will labor with you. These are those that will labor with you and travail before God for you. These are those that will lift your name up in the midnight hour and pray for you. These are those that will pray a covering over your calling. These are those that will pray a covering over your anointing. Get to know them, get to know them. God is opening doors. God said this is the day. Mark your calendar, mark the time. God is doing something today. Mark the time. God is moving. God is moving. It's for such a time as this. Thank you. So today we say yes, Lord. So today we say yes, Lord. Today we say yes. We're not looking back. Today we say yes, Lord. We're not looking back. Today we say yes, 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 yes. Yes.